Unapologetic authenticity, the revolutionary path to personal power and purpose. Welcome to a transformative journey that will challenge everything you thought you knew about success, authenticity, and personal power. Today, we're diving deep into insights that aren't just thought provoking, they're revolutionary. These game changing perspectives come from the brilliant mind of Shinese Collins, a visionary leader who's redefining what it means to live a life of purpose and impact. Shanice's work is not just changing lives, it's reshaping the very fabric of how we view success and personal fulfillment. Her message is a clarion call for those ready to break free from the shackles of mediocrity and step into their true power. Imagine standing at a crossroads. On one path lies the comfortable, the familiar, a life of mediocrity that feels safe but leaves you hollow. On the other, a dazzling, uncharted territory where you shine as brightly as the star you were always meant to be. Which path would you choose? It's a question that haunts many of us, especially women in business and leadership roles. We've been conditioned to believe that success means fitting into a mold, playing by rules we didn't create, and shrinking ourselves to make others comfortable. But what if I told you that this belief isn't just wrong? It's actively sabotaging your potential and robbing the world of your unique gifts. This is where Shinese Collins' revolutionary message comes in, looking to interview 10 professional women or business owners who are ready to shed mediocrity is a crime against their purpose. Let that sink in for a moment. Mediocrity isn't just a state of being, it's a crime against your very purpose. But why do we cling to mediocrity? Why do we play small when we're capable of so much more? The answer lies in a complex web of societal expectations, internalized doubts, and a paralyzing fear of standing out. We've been taught that humility means downplaying our strengths, that ambition is unseemly, and that power is something to be apologetic about. Shinese challenges us to flip this script entirely. She asks us to consider, why compare yourself to others when your journey is uniquely yours?
This simple question is a powerful antidote to the poison of comparison that keeps so many of us stuck. Let's be clear. This isn't about ego or self-aggrandizement. It's about recognizing and embracing your innate power and purpose. It's about understanding that when you play small, you're not just shortchanging yourself, you're depriving the world of your unique contributions. Shanice introduces us to the STAR Manifesto, a revolutionary approach to personal and professional growth. While she doesn't reveal all the details, the essence is clear. It's about shining, taking charge, awakening to your true potential, and rising above limitations. Now, you might be thinking, that sounds great in theory, but how does it work in practice? Let's break it down. First, we need to address the elephant in the room, the deeply ingrained habit of people pleasing. How many times have you dimmed your light to avoid outshining others? How often have you swallowed your ideas or opinions to keep the peace? This isn't just a personal quirk. It's a systemic issue that keeps talented individuals, especially women, from reaching their full potential. Chinese argues that this people-pleasing mode is nothing less than a form of self-suppression. It's a way of saying to the world, I don't deserve to take up space. My ideas aren't valuable. My success is a threat to others. But here's the truth bomb. Your success, your brilliance, your power, they're not threats, they're gifts. And the world desperately needs these gifts. Let's talk about authenticity for a moment. In a world of carefully curated social media personas and corporate doublespeak, true authenticity has become a rare and precious commodity. But what does it really mean to be authentic? Chinese offers a profound insight. Building a life of authentic presence requires the construction of foundational pillars that reflect and sustain one's true self amidst the flux of external influences and internal changes. This isn't about being brutally honest all the time or sharing every thought that crosses your mind. It's about building a life that's aligned with your core values, your true passions, and your unique strengths. Think about it. How much energy do we waste trying to be someone we're not? How much potential do we leave untapped because we're afraid to fully embrace who we are? The cost is staggering, not just on a personal level, but on a societal one. Imagine a world where everyone was operating at their full, authentic potential. The innovations, the solutions, the positive changes we could see are beyond imagination. But authenticity isn't just about self-expression. It's also about self-discovery. As Chinese puts it, the first step towards authentic leadership and personal fulfillment begins with an awakening epiphany, an intimate unveiling of the soul. This is where the real work begins. It's not always comfortable. In fact, it can be downright terrifying, but it's necessary. This awakening often starts with the simple question, who am I when I'm not trying to please others? What do I truly want, not what I think I should want? What would I do if I wasn't afraid of judgment or failure? These questions can be unsettling because they force us to confront the ways we've been living inauthentically. They challenge us to examine the beliefs and behaviors we've adopted, not because they serve us, but because they help us fit in or avoid conflict. But here's the liberating truth: you don't have to have all the answers right away. The journey to authenticity is just that, a journey. It's a process of continuous discovery and growth, and it's a journey that's unique to each individual. This brings us to another crucial point in Chinese's philosophy: the importance of embracing your unique journey. In a world obsessed with benchmarks and best practices, it can be tempting to try to follow someone else's path to success. But as Chinese reminds us, why compare yourself to others when your journey is uniquely yours? This isn't just feel good advice, it's a fundamental shift in how we approach personal and professional development. Instead of trying to fit ourselves into someone else's definition of success, we need to define success on our own terms. Instead of measuring ourselves against external standards, we need to focus on our own growth and progress. But let's be real, this isn't easy. We live in a world that constantly bombards us with messages about what we should be, how we should look, what we should achieve. Breaking free from these expectations requires courage, self awareness, and a willingness to go against the grain. This is where Chinese's concept of unapologetic authenticity comes into play. It's about more than just being yourself. It's about being yourself boldly without apology or explanation. It's about recognizing that your power, your voice, your ideas are not things to be ashamed of or to downplay. They're your greatest assets. Now, you might be thinking, that sounds great, but what about the practical realities of life? What about the need to get along with others, to navigate office politics, to build relationships? These are valid concerns, but they're based on a false dichotomy. Being authentically yourself doesn't mean being inconsiderate or inflexible. In fact, true authenticity often leads to deeper, more meaningful connections with others. When you're operating from a place of authenticity, you're more likely to attract people and opportunities that align with your true self. You're more likely to find work that feels fulfilling rather than draining. You're more likely to build relationships based on mutual respect and understanding rather than pretense and people pleasing. But perhaps the most powerful aspect of Chinese's message is the emphasis on legacy. As she puts it, leadership is not about today's wins, it's about building a legacy that outlasts you. This perspective shifts our focus from short term gains to long term impact. It challenges us to think beyond our immediate circumstances and consider the mark we want to leave on the world. Building a legacy requires clarity of purpose, consistency of action, and a commitment to growth. It's about more than just achieving personal success. It's about using that success to create positive change in the world around you. It's about lifting others as you rise, about using your voice and your platform to advocate for what you believe in. This brings us to a critical question: what's holding you back? What's keeping you from stepping into your full power, from embracing your authentic self, from building the legacy you're capable of? For many of us, the answer lies in fear: fear of failure, fear of judgment, fear of standing out. But here's the truth: that fear is costing you more than you realize. It's not just holding you back from success, it's robbing the world of your unique contributions. Chinese challenges us to confront this fear head on. She asks, are you ready to trade your crimes of mediocrity against your purpose and step into your unapologetic authenticity? This isn't just a question, it's a call to action. It's an invitation to step out of the shadows and into the spotlight of your own life. But how do we make this shift? How do we move from playing small to shining bright? Chinese offers a powerful starting point with her STAR Manifesto. While the details of this manifesto aren't fully revealed, the concept is clear. It's about shining your light, taking charge of your life, awakening to your true potential, and rising above limitations. Implementing this manifesto isn't about making drastic overnight changes. It's about consistent, intentional actions that align with your authentic self. It's about making choices that honor your values and amplify your strengths. It's about saying no to things that don't serve your purpose, and yes to opportunities that challenge you to grow. Let's look at some real world examples of how this philosophy can transform lives and careers. Consider Sarah, a talented marketing executive who always felt like she was holding back in meetings, afraid to share her most innovative ideas for fear of being seen as too aggressive or disruptive. After embracing Shinese's concept of unapologetic authenticity, Sarah started speaking up more in meetings, presenting her bold ideas with confidence. The result? Not only did her team start implementing her strategies, leading to record breaking campaign results, but Sarah also found herself being considered for a promotion she never thought possible. Or take Maria, a small business owner who was constantly comparing her company's growth to others in her industry, always feeling like she was falling short. When she stopped trying to follow someone else's playbook and started focusing on her unique strengths and vision, her business not only became more profitable, but also more fulfilling. She created a work culture that reflected her values, attracting like minded employees and clients who appreciated her authentic approach. Then there's Jamal, a rising star in the tech industry who always felt like he had to downplay his background and cultural identity to fit in with the Silicon Valley crowd. When he decided to embrace his full self, including his unique perspectives shaped by his experiences, he not only felt more confident, but also started innovating in ways that opened up entirely new markets for his company. These stories illustrate a powerful truth. When we stop playing small and embrace our authentic selves, we don't just change our own lives, we create ripple effects that can transform entire organizations, industries, and communities. But let's be clear, this journey isn't always easy. It requires courage, resilience, and a willingness to face your fears head on. It means being willing to stand out, to be different, to challenge the status quo. It means being prepared for pushback and criticism and having the strength to stand firm in your convictions. As Chinese often reminds us, your power lies in your uniqueness. Don't dim your light to make others comfortable. This isn't just about personal success. It's about creating a world where everyone feels empowered to bring their full, authentic selves to the table. Imagine the innovations, the solutions, the positive changes we could see if everyone operated from a place of unapologetic authenticity. So, as we wrap up, I want to leave you with a powerful statement from Chinese. If you need to knock the dust off your dreams, your purpose may be cloudy. This is more than just a catchy phrase. It's a wake up call. It's a reminder that our dreams, our purpose, our potential for greatness doesn't disappear. It just gets buried under layers of doubt, fear, and societal expectations. Now, I challenge you, knock the dust off your dreams. Reconnect with the vision you have for your life and your impact on the world. Ask yourself, what would I do if I wasn't afraid? Who would I be if I stopped apologizing for my power? What could I achieve if I embrace my authentic self fully? Remember, you're not just choosing a path for yourself, you're setting an example for others. You're creating ripples of change that extend far beyond your immediate circle. When you step into your power, when you embrace your authentic self, when you commit to building a meaningful legacy, you give others permission to do the same. In a world that often seems designed to keep us small, choosing to shine is a radical act. It's a declaration that you refuse to be defined by others' expectations or limited by your own fears. It's a commitment to living a life of purpose, impact, and unapologetic authenticity. So I urge you, stop playing small. Stop shrinking to make others comfortable. Stop apologizing for your power. Instead, embrace your unique journey. Commit to building a legacy that outlasts you. Be the shining star you were always meant to be. The world is waiting for your light. It's time to let it shine. But don't let this be just another inspiring talk that fades away as you return to your daily routine. I challenge you to take action right now. What's one step you can take today to embrace your authentic self more fully? What's one fear you can confront? One dream you can dust off? Share your commitment with someone who will hold you accountable. Seek out mentors and allies who support your journey to unapologetic authenticity. And most importantly, pay it forward. As you step into your power, look for opportunities to lift others, to create spaces where authenticity is celebrated and nurtured. Remember, this isn't just about personal success, it's about creating a ripple effect of change that can transform our workplaces, our communities, and our world. Your authenticity isn't just a gift to yourself, it's a gift to all of us. So, I leave you with this final question. Are you ready to stop committing crimes of mediocrity against your purpose? Are you ready to embrace your unapologetic authenticity and change the world in the process? The choice is yours. The time is now. The world is waiting. Thank you.